and Tizzy Routledge. Give a big round of applause. Keep it going.
I've been instructed on how to remove this. Let's see. Okay. So, let's think about Attenborough's wildlife documentaries. We have these majestic animals on planet Earth. The wildebeest, migrating across the plains. The tiger, beautiful but secretive, prowling in the forest. And we have the dung beetle, rolling a ball of shit bigger than itself. Hi, I'm Izzy, and a few years back I carried out a project on dung beetles in the rainforest in Borneo, and it was really good fun, and it went quite well. It led me to having the opportunity to choose between two quite different PhD programs. One was studying dung beetles in the rainforest, traveling to different forests and measuring their diversity. The other involved sitting in front of a computer, writing computer code to understand the spread of malaria. So essentially, it was really like going to a lot of different, really muddy, really smelly, really messy music festivals with pretty bad portaloos, or on the other hand, essentially being a member of the IT crowd. So let's see, what would you choose? We have the option of the majestic dung beetle, or the nerdy but worthy malaria. So I chose malaria. Oh, not a lot of malaria haters in the crowd. Now, I didn't choose malaria because of the better employment prospects, the potential chance to save lives, and importantly, the opportunity to work in my pajamas at home when I wanted. No, the story I'm about to tell you was crucial in my decision in choosing to study malaria instead of dung beetles. Now, on one hand, you could say that this story is about how field biologists design experiments and the importance of insects for understanding how ecosystems work. But really, this is about dung beetles, shit, and a blossoming romance. But before I tell you about that, I think I need to talk a little bit about why I think and thought that dung beetles were so cool, why they're so interesting. And honestly, they are very fascinating. They do lots of really cool things. For example, they can navigate using the night sky. So African dung beetles roll their little balls of poo in straight lines when the stars are clear, but when it's overcast, they aren't able to. And scientists actually were funded to put loads of dung beetles in a planetarium to test this out as well. And yes, that was taxpayers' money. That was taxpayers' money. And actually, they found out that when you project the Milky Way in a planetarium, the dung beetles can navigate very, very well. So yeah, keep paying your taxes, guys. And we were also quite interested in dung beetle navigation in Borneo. So we actually used to race dung beetles. We would write our names on them. We'd write our names on the back of them. We'd release them, and then we'd have a competition to see whose dung beetle was found in the trap furthest away. And I have to say, Izzy the dung beetle did me proud. She did pretty well. But yeah, so the thing is, I think now you can kind of start to see dung beetles are interesting, majestic creatures. But in order to study them, we need something a little bit less majestic to trap them, and that's their food. So I think you can think of quite a lot of different names for dung beetles' food. But if I miss any, just shout them out. So dung, crap, shit, poo, cack. We're getting international. We could start going for mierda, merd, scheisse. And according to BuzzFeed, rectum warriors, butt truffles, and the one that I find least understandable, blind eels. Yeah. And so originally we were using elephant dung. It was flown in frozen. Thank you, taxpayers. The problem is there aren't actually like that many elephants in the rainforest in Borneo. And so dung beetles are quite particular about what they eat. It's kind of like using vegetables to lure a dog or a child. It doesn't really work. So the majority, at least in the area that we were working at, was primate dung. So we needed primate dung. Where are we going to get that from? Well, really the only source of primate dung that we had available to us belonged to a species known as Homo sapiens. Yes. So we needed to get some donations from ourselves and from the other members of the field site. Now, at the time, I had just entered into a very promising new relationship. It was about 3 months in. It was going pretty well, but still at the stage where you're still kind of pretending that you're not really weird and flawed. And the great thing is that they're so drugged up on hormones that they still believe you. So it's like a really great time. But the problem is that he was also a member on the field site, and really 3 months is too early in any relationship to be mixing your excrement together in a bucket. It just is. And so there was a moment on a hot, sticky afternoon where I rolled my sleeves up, had a spoon in my hand, and was staring into the depths of a bucket, looking at my boyfriend's donations and mine, lovingly entwined together, and I really began to question my life choices. I mean, really, there's in terms of the stages of a relationship, I think homogenizing your blind deals comes somewhere after, meeting each other's friends, meeting your parents, first holiday, marriage, kids, but before counseling, psychological analysis, divorce, and sadly that moment really was sort of the beginning of the end of my love affair. At least with dung beetles. With him it lasted a little bit longer, but in the end, both of us just got so tired of dealing with each other's shit.